guys, welcome to another Plasticon review. Today we're going to cover the combined version of Tonkanator. Unless it's kind of a weird setup. My current setup right now is still packed with robots, and I'm still in the middle of... This is why I can't do the reviews over here. Watch. All this. This is in my way. All of this is in my way. Not to mention here, and here, and here, and here. This is all gotta find a place before I can do anything. Of rearranging things, so please bear with me. I know this is a little different setup, but you know, happen to use my flashlight on my cell phone because my lighting is absolute crap in this corner. But I want you guys to see this. This is what the KO Tonkanator looks like combined together. I didn't actually film putting them together because there are some really tight tolerances here that I didn't like. Plus the waist is obviously suffers from every version of this mold's waist. When you pick it up here, it separates down here between the Not long haul and the waist piece, and that likes to happen. I put little springs in this fist, but for some reason this one here is not wanting to stick. I think it's just the way the spring fell in there. But yeah, I was working on trying to fix this guy up so that way you guys can actually look at him and see him in his full combined glory. I don't know if I'm going to leave this one combined or not. I'm actually taking back apart because I actually like the individual vehicles because I'm more of a Tonka truck kind of guy anyway, and I think it'd be cooler to have this actually separated and not actually combined. But it's cool to have a combined version of a knockoff that was actually kind of horrible with Big Lots. This was not shampoo quality. This is actually very good quality plastic. Just a few tolerances. Like this waist piece here was very difficult for me to push into the Not long haul, so that was a bit tight. Putting this forearm portion here on the Not scavenger is a bit tight as well. I think it's still funny that this canopy is silly loose, so I'm probably going to end up gluing that on because I hate these canopies falling off anyway. It drives me nuts. That, or I might just put some fingernail polish in there just to kind of tighten that joint up, but that's a simple thing you can do. But overall, I think he looks cool put together. Like I said, I'm not going to move him much because I don't want anything else to fall off, but the fists should be spring loaded. I did put a spring in there because these were not spring loaded and they actually wouldn't hold. But I guess my fix job didn't work that well on this fist. This fist here is fine. He does not have a gun. That's one thing I noticed. He actually does have the ear hole where you can actually put a gun too, for the ear gun, but he doesn't have that either. I actually think he looks cool just like this. I like the idea he is different than Devastator. He's not supposed to be Devastator. He's the Autobot equivalent, and these colors really kind of pop when you see all the crazy colors they used on his chest piece here being a lot more colorful. I do like the idea that the foot here is not chrome, it just works. To me, this works very well. Now, I did think about going through and actually detone these vehicles to make them look more like Tonka trucks, which I might just do in the future, just to kind of give it that more Tonka truck feel, like maybe paint the smokestacks on the back of him black, maybe do a little bit of stuff like maybe the control arm here on him, paint that black itself. Just little tiny things like maybe pick out the headlights and stuff on this part here. And I thought about painting the inner like mechanism portion here black because I think the Tonka trucks actually had that too. I'm going to kind of follow what the Tonka trucks really have. But overall, I love this set. This set's amazing. It's staying in my collection. I like it a lot. It'll look great on the shelf next to the rest of my Autobot combiners, and it'll be kind of crazy because I'll have this and then I'll have my orange Devastator on the other side. So, and this isn't Devastator, this is Tonkanator for me. I know it's not the official Tonkanator, but as far as I'm concerned, it's great. I do like it a lot. But like I said, I mean, overall, the individual robots themselves work very well. They are fun to play with. The quality's great. It's just this combined mode, it's kind of suffering from what every Devastator really has in the past. I've learned that throughout the years. These things, you know, you'll hit and miss. And by the way, I did go in and put a spring in this so he actually can launch his little missile out of the top. So like I said, and these stickers here did start giving me problems on the sides here. That's just extremely common on Mixmaster's mold. I'm probably going to go through and fix that and maybe cut it, or if I did decide to do combination mode, it won't mess with the stickers anymore. So I am having a bit of an issue with the stickers on those, but that's it. All the other stickers are fine. And actually putting Scavenger on was kind of a pain in the butt. I don't know why that connection was so tight, but it was very, very, very tight. And one thing I did notice though when I was messing with this, the kind of springish feel on these guys is still there. Like you get that click detent that you normally wouldn't get if you found a worn out set or a really, really bad knockoff. So I mean, this is pretty much a one-to-one with what Hasbro would have released back then. Other than it just not actually having a few little tiny die-cast parts, like the die-cast thing that goes in between here to hold the hook together with a die-cast hook itself. Scavenger had like a little bit of a die-caster on his waist where it kind of flipped up and down, and then the little tongue thing that for connection mode is usually die-cast. This one's plastic. But like I said, I mean, overall, this thing is not bad. If you guys happen to run across this or know what the packaging looked like for this particular set, I would love to know. Because I actually like odd box art. Sometimes knockoffs have interesting box art, and this happens to be one of those. I don't know. It's just kind of strange. I'll kind of move him here a little bit so you guys can see him. I just don't want him to, you know, fall apart on me. And Devastator always, this mold's always had issues trying to stand on its own. Like how us kids kept this thing together, I have no idea. Most of us probably just left it apart and didn't even play with it together like this that much. That or we had our parents get us some model glue back in the day and just glued it together and then never let it come apart, which, you know, blasphemy for those out there that are into that, but you know, whatever. This is my thing. If you buy like a cheap knockoff of this thing and you don't want it to fall apart and you want to glue the parts together to keep it from falling apart, go right ahead. You're not really taking anything away from the community when it comes to knockoffs. But yeah, I just wanted to hit you guys up with this and show you guys he's actually pretty cool. He is 1-to-1 scale. It's the same size as the original. So I mean, not bad. I think he's awesome. I thank my buddy out there for getting this thing for me and giving it to me and let me add this to my collection, because this is the oddity stuff I'm into. Like this one here is different than the Big Lots one, but not like those cheap Easter basket ones we used to get back in the day. This is like that very, really, really good high quality plastic. So I don't know if this was relatively a newer one or not, because the fitment of everything was so tight. It's like whoever had this set probably just left them in vehicle mode or put them in robot mode and never actually combined them, because there's no way they actually combined them because of how tight some of these tolerances were when I was putting it together. That if they did, they probably did it one time, left it on the shelf for a little bit, took it apart, and then that's it. He does have his little, pardon me, he does have like the little twin blaster cannon. And he does have the little drill portions. And the drill portions are pretty easy to swap out. And see if I can do this with this one. So I might actually, if I decide to display him in combined mode, I might just do this, give him like a drill arm instead. Just to give him something different. I don't want him to look just like the rest of them. I might throw a big Autobot emblem here on the front, but I don't know yet. I've been debating on even if I want to put Autobot emblems on this guy, because, you know, I think if I just stick with the authenticity of making it more of a Tonka truck type of thing, I think I would like it better. I mean, I love the striping. The striping is very Tonka truck, so I do like that a lot. And that's one big reason why I absolutely love this set. This set's amazing. I love the Generation 2 one, don't get me wrong. But this yellow is yellow, not a pale yellow like the G2 was. So there is a difference between the two. So if you guys find these in our aftermarket, you'll be able to tell whether the actual G2 or if it's this version, because first off, the black pieces should set you off already, but plus if he doesn't have chrome on his grill, because the original set still has all that chrome. So, but I mean, it's like I said, I think he's awesome. I hope you guys like this quick little look at this. I know I didn't put it together on camera. It's just like I said, some quirks I ran into. I really did not want to break this toy. After all, I kind of fudged and messed up Bone Crusher there a little bit, and not Bone Crusher, and had to glue that one piece back on, which is fine. It works just fine. I didn't break anything further from that, so I mean, it happens. Like, I was trying to fix something that the factory had kind of screwed up, and then, you know, being a customizer and doing that kind of thing is not always the easiest thing in the world to do. I don't think a lot of people understand it when it comes to customization. It is one of those things that is a very, very, very talented type of thing, and sometimes with my hands not being as steady as they are, it drives me crazy. I mean, I'll have days where I'll be doing just fine, and then all of a sudden I'll have the shakes, and I don't know where they come from. So, I mean, I know it's a medical thing. I'm gonna get looked at, no big deal, don't worry about that. But, you know, this, I just wanted to show you guys how cool he is. He really is neat. Obviously, our normal little size comparison here with Merman, because, you know, he's pretty cute. And let me grab one of the reflect the bots real quick. I'm trying to transform him one-handed over here. That should be a series I should start. Can I transform Transformers one-handed? No, I'm not going to do that. I'll probably end up breaking something. But there you go. I think it's, like I said, pretty much one-to-one scale. So if you guys are interested in something like this, check out your Evil Bays, check out your AliExpress, stuff like that. You may be lucky enough to run across this particular one. Like I said, I don't know what the packaging looks like. If I knew what the packaging looks like, I'd be able to show it to you. But I do have a lot more toys coming your way. Just a lot of different stuff. I figured I'd set up a little quick review station over here because it's just a little different. Yeah, I know it's not my normal city backdrop. I know it's weird. I got some Transformer tapestry thing going on back here. This is just temporary. But, you know, I just wanted to kind of show you guys a little bit of craziness that I got going on in my little world. And plenty more coming. Plenty more coming. I've got a huge thing coming. I'll update you guys on that here in the future. But anyway, this has been Plasticon, and this is me signing off. Peace out, y'all. I'll see you around. That's it for now. Bye.